The other free DC04 that I got given is done. Here it is. A little bit of test dirt in it. We'll ignore that for now because I'm probably going to put some more into it. So let me show you how it's come up. We've got the tools to fit, and I'll show you the clutch that came out of it, because that was very impressive in a quite scary way. Let's go. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? The quite faded but very free DC04, kind of given to me by Anthony from Autoshite, thanks again Anthony, is done, and this one is actually staying within the Autoshite fold because it's going to Dave from Scotland. That's right, Mr. Fowler, this is the one that you're having, but you'll have it by the time this comes up. And I know you watch my videos, so you might see it and recognise it. What have we done? Well, it has come up very clean. It is faded. Can't lie about that. It is faded, but it's still quite sturdy. I didn't break a single thing when I took it apart, which is good. So, it's a bit faded, but it works okay. The other main thing I've done, and this is where you can see the fade is, it's got another cyclone handle. I've got a cyclone handle off eBay, and you can see the difference in the colours from there. So, but it works fine, doesn't it? Nothing wrong with that. All of in here was clagged up as usual. In there was jammed up as per usual. It was a standard refurb really. Well, I took the sticker off the bottom because it was peeling off. You can see again that's quite faded, but it does work very well indeed. Very well indeed. Do have the tools here. I didn't have these at the time because I washed them with something else. So we have some nice Absolute Plus tools that actually came with the other Absolute Plus, the one with the mouse in it. But that can have a standard grey tool set fitted to it, and this one, because it's going to somebody who I know and like, can have actual Absolute Plus tools. So we'll fit those, and there we go. Look, I think that's fitted. No, hang on. Yes, there we go. So it now has its tools as it should. Remember the cable? Well, that's been chopped and crimped and redone and is all looking very nice. I have refitted the spring to here, so it now snaps up and down as it should and doesn't flop about. And yeah, all seems to work rather well. Let us put the plug in, which is one of these earlier nice round Dyson plugs. And we'll check it still works. It did when I had it together. See if it's blown up in the couple of days since I've last tried it. I'd rather did that now than when I give it to Dave. It's proving the carpet nicely as well. Lovely. Have a look underneath it. If we just show off its naughty undercarriage side, you can see this is not faded under here at all. The hose has been washed and put back on and springs fairly well, but it seems to work okay, so I think we'll just leave that for now. It's certainly, I can see track marks over where I vacuumed, so I think it's okay when it's down. Brush roll is very good actually, possibly better than that purple one that I did the other day for a work colleague. But the clutch, oh, the clutch. This has a different clutch in it. Not because I couldn't fix the old one, but because I wanted to keep it here to show you what it's like. Now, those of you who know Dysons know, and in fact I can show you because hang on, I have here a DC03 clutch. This is from a DC03 because it's got a metal end. I don't quite know why that matters, but either way, it doesn't matter. We can show you. This side is the clutch to brush roll belt. This side is the clutch to motor belt. Now, as you can see, there is a difference in size. These ones are much thicker because these take most of the strain. This just runs happily between the motor and this big spindle bearing. Doesn't really do much else. This one will take the brunt and the horribleness. This is the clutch that came out of Dave's Dyson. As you can see, the clutch to brush roll bearing is actually thinner than the other one. And that is because, look, it has worn right away into the white wheel. This is what a used but still life left in it white wheel should look like, i.e. not have a ½ centimetre gouge taken out of it that has worn the belt to the same size. This still worked. This still turned the brush roll, if you remember. Tell it's hot because the belt's got heat crack. In fact, I'll probably snap it, but I won't because that'll hurt a lot. So yes, this has different clutch in it because I wanted to keep that one to show you just how bad these can get and still run, and the brush roll still turn. Which is quite interesting, really. But yeah, there we go. Just another little short after video. Somebody seems to be cutting something outside. Sorry about that. I've got the window open so I don't die because it's another hot day here. But yeah, Dave's Dyson is ready to stay here for another month actually, and then we go up to Scotland for our car show, which we'd have already been to by the time you see this because of my scheduling arrangements. I'm quite ahead of myself now, which is good. So yes, there we go. What you can do with a free Dyson. This I sold it for less than I normally would because it's Dave and he'll be bringing a lot of square sausage to the car festival, which will more than make up for the, well, it's slightly less than I sold it for, but it's still more than I spent on it. I haven't actually spent much on it at all. It's got a new filter there, which are not that expensive anyway. Have a washed pre-filter here, and I'm half tempted because I got loads to chuck Dave a spare so we can wash use. But we'll see if I remember in time. But yeah, nice bargain.